Monday morning around 6 a.m. I'm scooping them grounds at the coffee can. Up all night, probably be here late. I'm working my way to be one of the greats. I'm never gonna stop till I get there, 'cause I'm gonna be an American millionaire.
Where to start? Been out here, been GoProing. I don't know which video this is. We've been filming a lot of content, but I've been out here with the GoPro doing some really cool dirt content for you guys, and honestly making some good headway out here at the airport. I kept coming by this water line hole over here, and it's still open because we got to pour a thrust block in it. And the boys this morning were taking some GPS shots. And when you want to talk about being real, this is about as being real and as vulnerable as I can on camera, because this is completely embarrassing for me to say, but it's part of the business, and it's not about the mistakes you make, it's how you handle them. And I'm fixing to handle this. But both my water lines, somebody didn't check a profile of the plans, and essentially they're in the right spot, they're just not deep enough. And it's an honest mistake. It's a very expensive, very costly mistake. It'd be different if we didn't have the tool, but the tool's sitting right over there, just very expensive $50,000 tool to tell you exactly where the water line is. And it's hard to take sometimes, and it comes in waves, the good and the bad. It's a pendulum that swings, right? Sometimes you're on a good swing, sometimes you're on a bad swing. And right now we're on a bad swing, guys, and it seems like we can't catch ourselves with both hands. I mean, we take one step, take 9 back. It's really defeating. You look for help and you're like, well, where are you supposed to find help from? You're the help. You're the guy that's supposed to be the motivator, be the, hey, we can still do it, it's all good. But man, when this stuff just costs you money, and it's not just about the money, it's about the time on this gig. We're already a little bit behind with the rain, as you guys saw from week 1. And here we are, week 3, 4, and we're gonna have to basically essentially take them out of the ground. We're going to take them out of the ground. We're going to put them back in the ground where they're supposed to be, because, like I said, it's not about the mistakes you make, it's how you handle them. And when we know we make a mistake, the integrity of the company, I have always just dealt with it. You just deal with it. It's not your customer's problem. Your ignorance. Don't try and hide it. Don't try and, oh, it's not that. It is that bad. If it's not right and the plan says it should be this and you did it wrong, fix it. Just fix it. And yeah, it's gonna cost you money, but I've earned more customers off of mistakes I've made than I have ever for those perfect jobs. I call it the 50-to-1 ratio with my guys all the time. Nobody cares about the 50 good jobs to do, but that one bad job, they'll never forget. They'll never forget. It's the only one they talk about. It's the only one they associate you with. So you better do 100 to that one. And it is what it is. I take it on the chin. It's not my guys' fault. It's my fault as much as anybody else's. I didn't shoot that water pipe. Do I have people in place to ensure this isn't an issue? Yeah, I do. Do I have the appropriate tools? Yep, I have all the tools. But you just can't look out for every stinking little variable. That's all I know to tell you. Sorry guys, I'm a little defeated today. Just a little defeated, and it's part of the game, and I'll pick myself up and get to jumping on this dozer and pushing here pretty quickly. But I just wanted, me and Will were actually talking about, do I even talk about this, because it's so embarrassing for me and very vulnerable. I take an immense amount of pride in what I do every day and who I do it with and the team that I do it with, and I don't like failing. So, like I said, it's time to correct that mistake. We're gonna be out here for a couple days fixing it. We're gonna get it fixed. We're gonna keep on keeping on, and that's what we're gonna do. So guys, I didn't explain it much out there about exactly what happened, and I wanted to give you a brief rundown. The water line, without going too far into the weeds here, basically the plans say we need to be at this elevation in the ground. My guys decided they didn't want to maybe look at that before they put it in the ground. It is what it is. Made a crucial mistake. It's fixed. It's done. It's handled. It was taken care of in one day by a management team, including myself. We had a crew go out there and spend the rest of the day. Of course, I'm eating all that money, $600 and a tank of fuel and a 360. It gets really expensive really, really quickly. But it's not about the mistakes you make. It's how you handle them. I've earned more customers off of mistakes we've made than any other perfect job that we've ran and done great, made money, got out, all that. The jobs that go like crap is where they pay you to be a professional as long as they'll listen to you. I've had customers that don't listen to me. Kind of drives me crazy. I'm looking out for you and your project. But essentially, the 50-to-1 ratio, you can do 50 good jobs. Nobody cares. But that one bad job, that's what they're going to talk about every single time. When these mistakes happen in the field, don't sit there with your thumb on. Just sit on your thumb and, I don't know what to do, man. What are we going to do? Number one, plan. You're already in a world of hurt. Like, at least cost-effectively plan how you're going to fix your mistake. Don't just start digging. Don't just start letting guys, because you want to talk about expensive. That gets insanely expensive. Make a plan. Don't just make a plan in your head. Talk with your guys. That's what I did. I got my two guys that were going to handle it, Dalton and Ty, that were sitting here on the podcast not too long ago. And I said, look, boys, we got to figure this out. It needs to be here. What equipment we're using, what gravel we need. Do we need any more material, whatever, etc. Which we needed more gravel, of course, but we redug it, put it in the correct location at the correct elevation, and hydrants are going on it. Hydrants are probably already on it by now, but what I'm getting at, man, is I was utterly frustrated. Breaking point I think that was Thursday or Wednesday. I was stressed out of my gourd, still kind of am. But at the same time, do we live any other different life other than stress? But it's the unnecessary stress that gets given to me sometimes, but that I get unbelievably frustrated at, that I provide all the tools. I provide all the tools necessary, provide everything imaginable to get the job done as efficient and proficient as possible. And then we still have these errors. They're so tough to take. The GPS was on site the entire time. That rig cost $52K without the software. Make sure your streamlined leadership, make sure you have some type of quality control is what I'm getting at. Make sure somebody's checking this stuff. If not, literally, I suggest to myself, do you want me to go behind them? I'll report back to Dalton. Like, I'll follow my own systems. I have no problem that. I mean, as a leader. So thank you guys for bearing with me. That was a kind of a rough moment for me. Very vulnerable, open moment with you guys. Embarrassing would be another word. I don't like doing things twice. I don't like doing things inefficiently, as you guys may know on this channel by now. Having the team to get together, make a plan, and execute, that's what it's all about, and get it done right. Before anybody, if people need to know, you make them known. This is our plan of action. This is how we're going to correct it. Execute. And that's exactly what we did. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button for me. And if you kind of like this content, the excavation, the utility, the blue collar world, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. Totally free. Let us know where we did wrong. I know the comment section is going to be pretty juicy on this one, and it is what it is, and I'll jump in there and share my thoughts as needed. Again, till next time, guys, be safe, be kind, be humble.